Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, and giving also the salutations to the brethren that's in their Mashiach Yahushai, and even unto the brothers that are following us as well that can't further the ministry due to their circumstances, and as well as the Akwaf Yam too, the sisters that is. And I want to do a response video to the brother, the elder Yashawamba of Texas. And I want to respond to the video because in this video, as the brother was playing the video, the guy makes mention of the Israelites in comparison to the KKK. And when you actually do the research, just simple research of the KKK, what you find out is that they've actually killed people. They've burned churches down and all of that stuff. When you look at the Israelites, they haven't did anything of that nature. Now, there's cases on certain news articles that you find about the Israelites, but when you really read about all of that stuff, and I'm not trying to sound biased, from the position that we're in, we can see that all of these articles in which involves the Israelites is all negative. Alright, and if there's a case out there, it's a psychological operation so that they can build up a pseudo case against us, so when the time presents itself, they can blow us out of proportion in the media negatively and say that we're this and we're that when we're not that, because we simply believe in the scriptures. And according to the scriptures, we believe that, as it is written, of course, that the Edomites are the wicked people. And according to the book of Amos, if I'm correct, it says to love the good and to hate the evil. So just because, as the brother said in the video, just because you hate a nation doesn't necessarily mean you go about being violent against that nation. Alright? Like, we have the right to dislike something or someone. But because we have a strong hatred towards Edomites, it's a problem. We got to watch out for this particular group. And it's not even the fact that we hate these people. It's the fact that they don't want us to call ourselves Israelites. They don't want a bunch of so-called Negroes calling themselves the real Jews, the Israelites that the Bible speaks about, because that goes against their society. It destroys the narratives which was given unto us, man. And they want us to be in a lower condition. So if you're calling yourself an Israelite, there's a vibration to that. There's vibrations on what you call yourself. So they don't want a bunch of so-called Negroes getting outside of their conditions, or the box, have you will, and calling themselves the Israelites, because other people are going to wake up among our nation as it is yet this day, as I'm speaking right now. And it's changing things, man. It's changing the course of how this system operates, because the way that this system operates is all based on lies and deception, and that's how this white man rules over the people. He has to rule over you with lies and his instruments of deception that he uses. So you have a bunch of so-called Negroes saying that they're the Israelites, which is the truth, then it upsets everything. So they gotta nip that in the butt real fast. And this is why eventually, as the brother explains, in due time, there's going to come a time where you're not going to hear too much of this truth anymore, because these devils are going to plot to come up against us, and as well as making it more difficult for us to even talk on the YouTube and these different social media outlets, because they don't want this truth to get out, and they don't want us depicting ourselves as the Jews anymore. Oh no. Alright? But in doing that, things are going to happen along the way, and it's not going to end well for the wicked. And I just want to read 2nd Ezra chapter 16, because we already know that the persecution is coming as well. We know that that's going to definitely take place. And I want to begin by reading verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, And like I said, they're gonna get some of us, man. They're gonna persecute us, and they're gonna imprison some of us, and they're gonna somewhat force us to take their implantable devices, have you will, so that we can coincide with their system. Because we're already rejecting what they've given to us already. So when that time presents itself, the Spirit of the Lord is upon us, we're going to be hardly against what they're going to give us in these prisons or in these concentrated camps. Verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Verse 71, and they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Just like how they did to the Muslims back in the early 2000s, the Western media to be exact. They would villainate the Muslim image and eventually go for the persecution, or if possible, seek to kill them. Okay? That's why they were able to triumph in their plan to go over to the Middle East and to destroy these regions. That's why Baghdad is destroyed. That's why Iraq is destroyed, and other places due to the whole September 11 thing. And even in the 90s too, as little as I can remember, they were, like I said, they were villainating the Muslims. So before they catch up to you and they do physical harm to you, they have to villainate your image. They're kind of like building a little case on us, but once they have the case, then they're gonna go for the gusto of blowing us up in the wrong way, man. And the persecution is gonna be, but as I'm gonna get done doing this video, you're gonna see, Lord willing, and hopefully this video will be edifying to you as well as you watch this video, is the fact that it's not gonna end well. It's not going to end well for these people. All right. And I just want to read Revelations, the 12th chapter. So this reads, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, which is in relation to with the scripture that I read. Revelations 12 verse 12. Rejoice in ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And that's just the bottom line. Like, it's going to get to that point where these devils are going to have little to no time left, as they're going to know. And they're going to pursue us with great wrath. All right? And according to the book of Revelations 2 verse 10, it says that some of us will be tried 10 days. Because the devil will cast some of us into prisons. But as it reads, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So we expect Esau to one day come up with the actual case that they've been building upon for a couple of years, and eventually seek to persecute us. Like, for example, the brother was going into how you have this rapper by the name of forgot his name, Kodak Black, I believe his name is, and he declares himself an Israelite, and other rappers declare themselves as Israelites. And these are the same rappers, and I'm really reference to Kodak Black to be exact, because he just got into trouble. I think he got shot or something like that. And now they're kind of associating his situation with the Israelite thing, if you know what I'm saying. And they're just hitting closer to home. But what had happened to him in relation to us, showcasing that, oh yeah, see, the Israelites are more likely and can possibly still be somewhat of a violent group. Matthew 5 verse 10, as this reads, it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. You see, so that's pretty much the deal, man. We don't really have to worry about anything at all, when it concerns what these devils are going to do, regardless of what, because they're doing us a favor, man. We really need to get out of this mess, and the way that we're going to have to get out of this mess is through the persecution part of it. Like the elder brother said, Yashawamba, we got a glory coming. We don't want to be here. I mean, we don't mind teaching the word. We like teaching the word because it's in us to teach the word. But we're looking for a greater glory to come, man. You know, we don't want to be here constantly doing what we're doing and complaining and moping and being depressed. We don't want no more of that. So really, Esau is doing us a favor, man. Let me read verse 12. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So there you go. We have a reward. We have an inheritance, a mighty inheritance that's coming our way. And in order for us to get to that inheritance, we have to go through the straight gate, and so that we will eventually have to do it. And really, it's the Lord that's going to use the left hand to come up against the right hand. And this is going to be the end result of that, man. Let me read Isaiah 59 now, verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgressions. In Jacob save the Lord. So the Lord is going to make a second return and redeem us, and we're going to be endowed with spiritual power to rise up against our enemies. So that's what this could very well lead to. The demonization of the Israelites is going to lead to us being persecuted, and the persecution is going to lead on to them being persecuted. Our enemies, we're going to be wound up persecuting them. All right. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I'm already 8 minutes and 22 seconds, and I'm going to watch the rest of this video. I just wanted to respond to the video because of what I heard in the video of what the guy said in comparing us to the KKK, which they've been known to kill people, burn churches down, and what have you. Our people, to be exact. But we haven't killed a soul. All right? And if there are cases out there, news article cases out there, most of those cases are staged, man, as we already know, because we've already done the research when these cases came up. So that's all I have to say with that. I want to give all of the praise and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Avukar Kwadash. And with that I say, Shalom.